Welcome guys to a new show on the ManUnitedDaily channel, and this one is gonna called United Talk, and like United Transfer Talk, this one is about the internal news within the club itself, all the in and outs of the club, and also general club news from what the players are saying to what Solskjaer is saying. And in this first episode I have 4 stories to go over with you guys, so let's get started. The first one I'm going to talk about is Wayne Rooney coming out this week saying quotes that we will come back younger next year. He been quoted saying that, of course, you wish it didn't happen like that to our fans. And for us as players, it was sickening really to lose the title like that. And he gone to say, everyone's been saying how well Man City have played and how they dominated the Premier League. But that's them dominating. They've done it on goal difference. We'll be back better than ever. And I think that sends a really strong message to the rest of the Premier League, saying that some people might have suggested that this was the demise, if you like, of United, where there is the new club in town with a lot more financial clout than us, and therefore it will be the end of Solskjaer's reign as the kind of like dominant English team within the Premier League and also conquering Europe. But I don't think that's the case, because we've seen this pattern in the past where we're not gonna win it every season. That's just not how football works. We do have occasional blips, and I think that Sir Alex Ferguson has kind of like spoiled us in the past 25 years with the amount of expectation and also the kind of like success we have achieved under him, and therefore we do kind of expect success every season. But that's not going to be the case, because with all this team coming up behind us, we have massive target on our back for them to aim at, and with their financial kind of like power and spending money, they're going to always try to challenge us, and that's going to be the case all the time. And it's up to us to come back at them and fight off the competition and maintaining our dominant or alpha status. And Rooney saying a really good point, because if you have to forget that City spent over £250 million in the last, I think, 2-3 seasons, and we spent about half that, if that. And I think, like he said, if that's Man City dominating us and winning on goal difference, then if we reinforce this summer with signings such as Shinji Kagawa and Eden Hazard, then what is that going to do in terms of the balance shift? Does that mean that we're automatically going to go back? It's going to be tough to say, because Man City no doubt will also recruit this summer, and it's going to be an interesting fight. And I don't think they're not going to go away because of obviously their financial prowess now with the Abu Dhabi owners that they have. So it's obviously going to be quite a tough time ahead for United fans, because I'm sure that we won't win a title every single year, and we have to believe in what Sir Alex is doing and the players also. And I have no doubt that we will be back next year better than ever, just like Wayne Rooney said. The next story I'm going to talk about is, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done really well in terms of the start of his coaching career. He started off in 2009, I think, coaching the United reserves team and taking them to the Northern Premier League titles and also a couple of cup wins. And then he left in 2010 to go to Molde, his kind of like the club where he started as a boy. And he come back there and won their first league title in over 100 years. And there's been a lot of hype about Solskjaer in terms of his coaching ability, because Sir Alex has condemned him and saying that Solskjaer was one of these players where you could see he would develop into a great coach because of the way he paid attention to the little details. And that's why it led to a lot of goals when he was coming on as subs, because he analysed the opponent while sitting on the bench, and then when he came on he could exploit those weaknesses, and he has carried that same mentality into his coaching career, and it's paid off so far. And some of you guys may know that he was linked to the Aston Villa job, but I think now the situation stands is that he has declined it because Aston Villa, they talked to each other, but he felt that he was still in his infancy of his coaching and he didn't feel that he was up to it yet. And, Solskjaer, he has said in the past that he definitely is considering a coaching career with United, and that will be his dream in perhaps successing Sir Alex Ferguson. And what a big job and opportunity that would provide for him. And Solskjaer, I think he's a great coach, and if he gets the United job, I think I would be very excited to see what kind of football he would bring to us, and hopefully it will be a success because he's a legend at the club, and we all want him to succeed obviously at the club. And what do you guys think of the Solskjaer story? Would you guys take him over other coaches for United job when Sir Alex retires? The next story I'm going to talk about is with Nemanja Vidic. He has now been sent to Spain in aid of his recovery. He damaged his ligaments when he was playing against Basel in December, and that's an awfully long time ago now in the Champions League. And Nemanja Vidic been out for 6 months now, and he has a fight on his hands in order to get fit for the start of next season. And he has been sent over there because I think of their kind of like special workout they have prepared in order to basically get him into rehab and building up that leg muscle once again. And but one thing is that a lot of people have been saying that Nemanja Vidic will have a fight on his hands, and he himself had said that before. But come on, you have to say that he will probably be back immediately if he does get fit at the beginning of the season, because I think first and foremost he is our captain, and possibly he is our best defender, so he would provide that stability to our defence that at times we have been lacking, although I'm not taking away anything from Johnny Evans because of the excellent job he did do in the second half of the season. And but Nemanja Vidic is a step up from that. He's a world-class player, and he would definitely add some clout and defensive qualities to our back line. And if we had him, what difference would have made to the last season? So these sort of things that you have to say and weigh up with hindsight. But Nemanja Vidic, it will be good to have him back next season, and I'm sure that he will help to keep a lot more clean sheets and not lose a title on goal difference. So what do you guys think of Vidic's chances of getting back in the first team? I have 100% belief that Sir Alex will push him straight into the deep pen, if you like, into the starting position if he is somewhere near full fitness. So again, leave your comment below. The last story I'm going to talk about is Dimitar Berbatov, and as you know, Berbatov had a frustrating season to say the least, because he has fallen down a pecking order, if you like, behind Chicharito and Danny Welbeck, who has been a revelation this season. And Berbatov, for all his quality, he does get criticised for his kind of like laid back style. He's not one of these players who will sprint 100 miles an hour everywhere for every single ball, and he's a very efficient player, if you like to brand him as anything. He's very clinical. He does just enough in order to be effective in the game, and sometimes the fan, they do appreciate players who perhaps not having the best game, and that doesn't matter, but if they're putting the effort in, then that will be a lot better than seeing the player who is just like standing there complaining about others who not participating in the game. And that's what Berbatov has been criticised for this season, and he still produced his fair amount of goals. Yes, it's against weaker opposition, but he still produces goals. And if he was playing like last year, scoring 20 goals a season, perhaps that could have helped us. But I think his time at the club is coming to an end now. He is 31, and Sir Alex will be selling him this summer. We released Michael Owen, and Berbatov has come this week, and he said he needs to go in order to revive his career. And at 31, you're not finished by any means. So he definitely does have a second career somewhere else, and he will definitely go for, I think, perhaps maybe 7 million for something. I know it's not nearly as much as what we paid, but not every transfer going to work out this way. So Berbatov, it's unfortunate that it has to come into like this, but you know, perhaps we will have to look at another striker or promote Will King from the reserves up. So Berbatov, he is basically going this summer. What do you guys think of this move? Would you guys sell him or would you guys keep him? So leave your comment below, guys. So that brings to the end of the first episode of United Talk. I hope you like this video. Please rate, comment below for any of the topic I spoke about, and subscribe for more content. And the next episode of this will be sometime next week with United Transfer Talk on Friday. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for your support. Cheers.